Hello everyone and welcome to Flosstube number 36. Hello everyone and welcome to today's Flosstube. My name is Lizzie and today I have some things to show you. So I have 3 finishes and 3 whips. So this is my end of Halloween stitching, start of Christmas, and then some random things thrown in. So let's go ahead and start with the first finish. So I'm not going to show you a cover photo for this one since it is finished, but this is the Mysterious Halloween Town by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. Let me pull that out. And it is completed. So last time I showed it to you, I think I was like in this section. So I finished that out and worked all of this. And I finished it before Halloween actually, probably 3 or 4 days before. So like I said, this is the Mysterious Halloween Town from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I stitched it on 28 count marbled hazelnut from XJudesigns. And I did use mostly all the called for colors. This like neon green right here. I didn't love the color of it. So this is the called for. Somewhere, I believe it's that color in the pumpkin. That's the called for. And that felt a little dull to me. I wanted something a little bit brighter. So I used DMC 704 just because that felt a little bit more neon. I love the little where's he at? There we go. I love the little Frankenstein. So many details in this, and I love how it mirrors each other but is different. Definitely one of my favorites. I stitched it 2 for 2. Yeah, one of my favorites. I've been wanting to stitch this for about 2 years now, honestly, and I'm so glad I did. And this fabric is perfect for it. I need to place another XJudesigns fabric order soon because I think I have like a couple of scraps, but I've used all the pieces that I ordered. So it's time for another order. Maybe a little Christmas present to myself. Come December, that might be a good idea. I pin the next one to my board. The next one is the Mill Hill Cafe Grande, and this is a finish as well. Here it is, and yes, I do have boot marks on it. I haven't ironed it yet. I tend to not iron my projects until I go to fully finish them, just because I feel like it's counterintuitive to then put it in a, like obviously I'd get the hoop out, but it'd still be wrinkly because I'd be putting it in a box. Where I keep my finishes. But anyway, this is the Mill Hill Buttons and Beads Cafe Grande. I stitched this 2 over 2 on dirty linen. I did use all the kitted materials besides replacing that perforated paper for the linen. You can see we have some little bead swag right there. There's some right here. I don't know if you can tell, but there is beads up here. This one has so many beads and I am obsessed with it. I think this might be my favorite one that I finished. I love that tree. So many beads in the tree. There's some beads in that light right there. The little snowman is kind of wonky. That is the button that came with it. He's a little wonky, but we still love him. This was actually the first Mill Hill kit too that I ran out of one of the colors of beads. So if you look here, if you look at that wreath, it's all one color green. And you look at these 2 wreaths, I did 2 colors of green beads because I was 3 or 4 short on the green beads. And so I just subbed a different color green and kind of mixed them in there, which makes them a little bit more 3-dimensional. So don't mind it at all, but that's the first beading incident I've had with Mill Hill where I've ran out of beads. Yeah, there is that one. Then I have one more finish, which is a little bit of a smaller one, but I'm hoping I can get all of these finished this year. That is going to be my big end of year stitchy goal. And honestly, my only end of year stitchy goal. This is the Annie B's Folk Art 12 Days of Christmas Stocking. So I have finished 1 through 7. And now I have finished 1 through 8 because I just finished 8. Here she is. This is 8 Maids in Milking. And I will say the one thing I don't love about these patterns, I think they're super duper pretty. I really like them. I like the way they're turning out. I think the charts are wonderful. Only thing I would say, like for this one in particular, it says backstitch ornament hanger with 2 strands of 420. But then you have her eyes and her mouth that are also backstitched. And unfortunately, that's not notated exactly what color they used. So I kind of just went from the picture. There is an individual, I don't want to show you the patterns, but they're is individual pictures of each one finished. And so I just kind of went by the colors there and picked from that because I could tell her lips were red. And then I picked like a neutrally, did I do a gray or a brown? A neutral gray, like a little bit of a darker gray. The same color as her little milking buckets there for her eyes. But I wish that the back stitching it a little bit more clearly told you, because there's been a couple instances on the other ones where I've been like, oh, what color is that back stitch there? And it's not clearly said that. So that would be my only complaint with these, but they're so cute. Absolutely adore them. Next year, I would love to get them finished. There's a 12 Days of Christmas fabric by Rifle Paper Co, I believe, that I need to get and use as the backing. So there's that. And I am stitching this on 14 count black Aida using all the called for colors. And this actually I do believe is called for fabric as well. And I don't put painter's tape or masking tape. This is painter's tape, but I don't put it on my projects anymore. But these are, I started a while ago and I did do it then and I kind of prepped all the fabric. So I've been leaving it on until I finish them and then I'll take it off. So I need to take that off. But yeah, there is that one. So then we have a whip. So this is a little small whip. I was hoping to finish it on Halloween. And I worked on it, I think one day before. So I finished the Mysterious Halloween Town. I worked on it one day after that. And then I worked on it on Halloween. But I dispersed other things in there because I don't know, I just wasn't in the mood to work on it. Once I finished the Mysterious Halloween Town, I was like, I'm done. So this is the Penny's Potions, and I'll put a picture in here, but this is Penny's Potions from, again, the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. This one I got from a magazine though. It's from the Just Cross Stitch magazine from October 2019. And I did use a mystery linen on this. It's just like a really nice, cool white, fabric, but I did switch some colors. So you can see that purple down there. I switched it to a DMC satin, so S551, and I changed 318 to 159. And I've changed most of these colors, which I'll put down below. But that little frog looking at the fly is adorable. We have our little witch. Penny's Potions here. I might finish this next year, like for halfway to Halloween stitching or something, because I would love not to carry it to Halloween, but I know I'm not going to work on it the rest of this year. So yeah, there's that one. It is a really cute, simple stitch. And then the whole bottom and top has scallops. You can see I've started the scallops. But yeah, I just was like not itching for Halloween stitching anymore. I was ready to move on. So I didn't get very far on that one. My next project has a hanging needle, so please ignore that. But this is the Dimensions Gold Collection Petite Enchanted Cottage. I bought this off eBay this year. One of my favorite finds for the year. And here is my current progress. So I did work on it a little bit more. I kind of moved the roof along quite a bit is basically what I did. I'm stitching this using all the kitted materials. So I'm using the kitted fabric. I did soften it, the kitted floss here, and I'm stitching it 2/1. And it's coming along. Let me hold this next to it. I feel like with dimensions especially, it really helps to hold the picture next to it. So you can see that's the roof line. We have the door, the flowers. I feel like when I work on this, I'm like, oh my gosh, I see so much progress. When I'm like close to it and then I hold it back, I'm like, oh my gosh, I see no progress. I know I did get progress, but you know, I'm sure everybody has whips like that. You can see this is that, and then this is that right there. Is it that one? Maybe it's the one up there. I think it's the one at the top. So yeah, I just picked this up. Not very seasonally friendly. It feels more like a spring piece to me, but this is one of my favorites. I was so excited to get it this year. I've been wanting it not for too long, but since last year. And so that was one I really just felt like picking up, honestly. All right, and then I put in some work on my new mirabilia. So this is Mirabilia Ophelia. This is my second mirror. Let me get that ring light glare to go away. She is absolutely beautiful. I love her, I love her, I love her. I did go with the fabric that is a little bit more of a muted green than that, than the olive green. Here it is so far. I did start this the beginning of October. because I started when Taylor Swift's new album came out, because she had a song called The Ophelia, and so I thought this was the perfect thing to start. So again, let me hold it here since we don't have a ton of progress. So last time I showed it to you, I don't even think I'd finished the lily pads. So I finished off the lily pads, and then I worked into what is her hair. So you can see that's like vine / hair. There's a lot of holes right there, which is going to be beads. But I mostly color and completed 3371 and 938. So there is going to be some more colors within there, because you can see, let me hold it up for you. I'm working like right there. So you can see that there. This fabric is 32 count Valor. It is a Belfast linen. I'm stitching it 2/2 with all the called for. You can see it's more like a murky, dark green gray. And honestly, in person, it has a lot of blues in it too. It's almost like a seafoamy blue-green. But you can see it's a little bit different than that called for, but definitely inspired by. And I feel like it had enough variation, but wouldn't take away from her because she's so beautiful. So yeah, we have that one. And that is my last whip. I do have something I purchased that I wanted to show you. I bought this a few months ago and I haven't showed it to you yet, but I found this at the antique store. And it is the Better Homes and Gardens 4 Seasons Cross Stitch book. And I mean, look at that cover photo, but it is a thick book. I'm going to do a flip through of this soon. Let me show you a couple good ones. See, those are all charts. This one's cute. Look at her with her little apron. It shows you can put it on a jar as well. Oh my gosh, look at this one. Love it. Yeah, I'm gonna do a flip through of this soon, but it really does encompass like all seasons and all times of the year. There's some samplers in here, so I'm gonna do a flip through of this one soon. But a really good book. Oh wait, 4 Seasons Cross Stitch. Oh, is this? It says spring. Is that specifically spring? Are there 3 more of these? I'm gonna have to look into that. Okay, it's a heavy book too, but I really love that book. I haven't stitched anything out of it. Definitely have a few things I want to stitch out of there. But yeah, that is all I have today. I am planning my 12 days of Flossmas. I'm going to be doing that again. So we're in preparations for that. I've got a, hopefully, if it works out, really good intro for it. And I'm kind of brainstorming some video ideas for that, since it is 12 videos. So let me know if there's any like ideas or specific things you want to see. I'm probably going to do a flip through of some Christmas books, maybe a Kid Up a Molehill with me. But if you have any more ideas, let me know. I did want to say that if anyone on my previous video commented and I did not get back to you, I went through and liked them all, and then I went to comment back because I went through and read them all and liked them all, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back and comment, and some of them disappeared on me. So if I didn't respond to you, I did see your comment and I did love it. It disappeared on me, and I couldn't figure out how to go find it to comment back to it, so I do apologize for that. Apparently I need to comment back and then like it, so I will do that from now on. Yeah, I'm decorating for Christmas this weekend, so that's very exciting. It is November. I'm a November decorator, but I'm very excited about that. I've got some new decor that I'm excited about, some new cross stitch ornaments I'm excited to put on my tree. So yeah, that's really all I have today. I will see you in a couple of weeks. Happy stitching, everyone. Bye.